welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time seeing me. I hope you choose to stick around by clicking that subscribe button and that bell and joining the Goria gang. We would love to have you join. I post every Tuesday and Friday, but I also have a ton of extra videos as well. I do haul tutorials, makeup videos, favorites, everything you can think of. And if you guys want genuine content, happy content, and a close community, then you should totally subscribe and yeah, join the Goria gang. I had a ton of requests to do a Sephora Vib sale recommendation video, so that is what I'm going to be doing in this video. And my friend Morgan Turner, she is a YouTuber, I'll throw her photo right here, reached out to me and she was like, yo, we should collaborate. And I was like, yeah, like, let's do it. So we are collaborating in this video, so I'll talk about her in just a few minutes and have all of her social medias, her YouTube, everything you need to know about her linked down below, and for you guys to join her YouTube and Instagram family. This is the ultimate Sephora Vib sale guide. I'm gonna be giving you guys the dates on this sale and every product that I think you should purchase. Like every product I would purchase if I didn't already have it, because when Sephora has a sale, you definitely need to take advantage of it. So yeah, if you're excited for this video, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell, as I said, so you can join the Goria gang. We'd love to have you join. And let's go ahead and get into this video. I'm really excited to talk about skincare, makeup, the whole shebang with you guys, even perfume. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm editing this video and I always do subscriber shoutouts, and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to do subscriber shoutouts. So I'm gonna talk about a few right now. I'm gonna shout out Isabella Fortier. I think that's how you say your name. You're so pretty and we have the same name, so like how cool. Also Michaela Ye and her son Gavy Baby. They watch my videos and that's like the sweetest thing ever. Olivia Thiana, Brittany Giazzi, I think that's how you say it. Brittany is so gorgeous. I mean, all of y'all are really, really pretty. Kristen Croston, and then Michaela Waldrop. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of the notification squad and commenting all the time. I love you guys so much. Now we can get. Alright, so Morgan and I have been friends for about a year. I think I started watching her on YouTube first, and then I commented on one of her videos and she was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna check out your channel. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. She is the best at reviews. Well, she's really good at everything, but like she stands out in her reviews because she's so in-depth. She knows what she's talking about and she's just so good at reviews. She's so talented in makeup. She's actually a professional makeup artist, which is really dope. I hope to get my license one day. But she's so talented, and it's something like I strive for. Like her skills are so amazing in makeup and she's so knowledgeable. So be sure to check out her YouTube channel down below. She posts a crap ton and she's just so informative with her videos. If you guys want to learn like different techniques and skills on how to do makeup and that sort of thing, then definitely check out her channel. Make sure you click her subscribe button and her bell, and also follow her on Instagram. There's exact links down below to follow her. So we're gonna be collaborating on these 3 products that we both agreed that we 100,000% recommend to all of you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit these 3 products and why I think you should get them. I will also list on the screen right here when the VIB sale starts for Rouge and for VIB Rouge. So first off, my favorite one out of all 3 of these, well, I love all 3 of these so much, but this first one is just like my favorite. This is the Benefit Cheek Leader Bronze Squad palette. It is a it's 5. It's a 5-pan palette and it has obviously a brush. I did a review on the trio. I will link it down below if you guys want to watch it. But I think in every video since then, and even tutorials, I've been using this like crazy. So I decided to personally pick up the big one because why not? And I think that this is a better value for this sale. Obviously, if you want the little one, totally fine. But if you're already gonna get like 10 or 15% off, you might as well just get the big one and get that percentage off. So this is absolutely amazing. Guys, this highlighter is the silkiest thing ever. I'm actually wearing it on my cheeks right now. I've had it on for like 6 hours and it's still very much so blinding, but it looks like this. It's so gorgeous and I love it. I actually have this whole palette on my face right now. I mixed a little bit of the other palette I'm gonna talk about. So I have Hula Caramel and then regular Hula on my cheeks. I have Coralie Stubbs and Gold Rush mixed. And then obviously I have the cookie highlighter on my face. I've always thought that Benefit has the best face palettes and they're so good. And honestly, if I was a minimalist in makeup, I would have like one face palette and this is what would be like my face makeup because I love it so much. Formula is there. You seriously get so much product and you can tell I've used the brush. Like it's not a brush I would throw out, like I'd still keep it. The powders last forever on your skin and it's just so good. So I highly recommend this to anybody who is participating in the Sephora sale. Next up, something that we both recommend is the Anastasia Riviera palette. Now this is a palette that's gonna get you out of your comfort zone, but it's absolutely so stunning and it's one of those palettes that you never get rid of because you can use it all year round. Even though it kind of doesn't look like it, you totally can, and I'm gonna tell you how. First off, it comes with a brush, which is absolutely amazing, but in this palette you have some neutrals and you also also have some crazy pops of colors. So you could do, you know, these two in the crease with Inheritance, which is a really pretty yellow gold, or Yacht on your lid. And you can definitely make this neutral, and Morgan actually did a one palette, 3 looks video, and it was so good, and it inspired me to, you know, be neutral with this palette too. So you can totally do many things with this palette. This formula is so buttery, so good, and I highly recommend this palette, any Anastasia palette really, but this palette right now is just taking the cake. And the last thing that we both absolutely love so much is the Jouer blush palette. I have talked about this a couple times on my channel. I purchased it myself from Jouer's website right when it dropped. I'm a huge Jouer fan. They're my favorite makeup brand right now. Their concealer is my go-to, but this is absolutely stunning. I don't know of any blushes that last longer on my cheeks besides the Benefit ones if these don't last longer. I actually mixed Know Me and Adore Me with the Benefit Coralista and Gold Rush. I really pounded on the blush today, but I decided to mix them. A beautiful array of colors. Adore Me is going to be your most neutral color. Then you have some pinks, some purples, a little bit of an orange for darker skin tones. I tried applying this on me, and I think I applied too much, and it looked like an orange stripe on my face, so I took it off. But if you go with the light hand, it's really good. These are so amazing. I have the double pans of all of them, so I just kind of had to get this when it was released that it was coming out, and I am not disappointed. It has a mirror, obviously, but you just, oh gosh, these blushes blend so well. I freaking love them so much. All right, you guys, so those are the 3 products that we are collaborating on that you guys need to definitely pick up during this sale to get yourself out of your comfort zone and amp up your makeup a little bit. So now I'm going to talk about skincare and other things that I recommend. All right, so I have a couple items I'm going to talk about for like mascara and brows. Literally only 3 actually, so a few. First off, I want to give a shout out to my favorite lash curler. It's $30, so it is expensive for a lash curler, but if you can get that 15, 10, whatever percentage off, you might as well just go ahead and pick it up. This is the best lash curler. It's from Sephora Beauty, and it's amazing. It really grips your lashes. Let's see if I can do it without looking in the mirror. This kind of scares me. And you just crimp them for like 1 second, and they're already so much like longer. Can you guys see that? Like the difference? It's so good. Wait, now I gotta do this side. Absolutely amazing. I love it so much, and it doesn't deflate my lashes, if that makes sense. Like throughout the day, they stay in place. This is the best thing ever. Love it. Highly recommend. All right, 2 more brow products that I'm gonna recommend. This is the new Anastasia Dip Brow Gel. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I've been using before this. It was actually the Benefit Gimme Brow. I still love it, but this just takes the cake. It is a full coverage, very full coverage brow gel. You can see, let's see. I have the shade Chocolate. I love it so much. It actually helps me not fill in my brows as dark because this makes up for it in the end. Keeps my brows locked in all day and really just snatches them, and it just makes them look so much better. I want to say there's like 10 or 12 shades of this, so you are going to be able to find your shade. I highly recommend this for anybody. You can use it alone, like I do sometimes, because I already have like pretty thick brows like naturally, or you can fill them in a little bit and then apply this on top of it. It's perfect. And I know a ton of people use concealer to cover up their brows, but I personally don't. I use a pencil. This is also from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but it's amazing. So after I fill in my brows, I take this pencil. This is actually the base 1 shade, by the way, and I just go under my brows and I just make a line. I carve them out, and then I take a small detailer brush from like Real Techniques, like the drugstore, and I just pull it down, and it just carves up my brows. It cleans up the excess, cleans up the extra product, makes your extra hairs go away that are down here, and just really makes them crisp, fleek, if you want to say, and just perfect. I've used this in a couple of my most recent tutorials. I will link them down below, but I highly recommend this. I love it, and Morgan loves this too. It just keeps your brows, it makes them easier to clean up. Okay, let's just be real. It makes them easier to clean up. You can go on the top of it too, and just, okay, no need to have any excuses for not fleeky brows when you have this pencil. It's so good. All right, so going into primers, I definitely have a few to talk about, so let's get into it. So I'm a fan basically of anything from Farsali. I've been using their products ever since they came out with just the rose gold elixir, and I love it. But these 2 are by far my fave. I highly recommend both of these. This is the Unicorn Essence and then the Skin Tune Blur. I have both on today. Basically, the difference in these, this one is a really nice radiance elixir, and it really enhances your natural features and makes your makeup just look so much healthier underneath. And then the Skin Tune Blur will help basically blur your skin. So I put a little right here in my T-zone area. I don't put it around my mouth because my mouth is like a really dry area, and it tends to like cake up around here if I put this on it. So I just put it on my cheeks, a little bit on my nose and my forehead, and it makes my makeup look so smooth. It lasts longer. I really love both. Sometimes it's hard to get anything to come out of here, so you just gotta keep like squeezing it. I've heard a lot of people have problems with it, but right now everything's coming out fine. But yeah, highly recommend both of these primers. They're so good and they work really well together too. I think I recommend this in every Sephora Vib sale recommendation video I do. Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is just amazing. This is only my first one, but I've had this for like 4 months and, or maybe it's been 6. And I do still have about another month of it left. I love this stuff so much. Basically, you want to use this as your only primer kind of, otherwise it's going to pill up on your skin if you use another primer with it, from what I've noticed. I used it in a tutorial with another primer that I'm about to mention, and at the end of I was doing my makeup, I looked in the mirror and I had like little balls on my face, and that's because I mixed the 2 primers and they didn't like each other. So definitely use this alone, but it's just a very rich moisturizer. It doesn't clog my pores. I've heard it does. Be careful, but it's a hefty price. So if you can get any percentage off, definitely do that. It smells like lemons and it's so hydrating. The way it blends into your skin is beautiful, sorry. But I love this so much. I recommend this for any type of skin, but if you have mature skin and you're looking for something like really moisturizing, definitely this. So lastly, this is a very new one to me, but it's something that I fell in love with very, very quickly. It's the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Like I've said before, it doesn't necessarily hydrate me like to the moon or whatever, but it's really, really, really good at gripping my makeup. It's kind of sticky, so like once you squirt it and you apply it to your face, you have to wait a minute before you do anything on top of it, because it is, like I said, a little sticky. But it's so good. I actually was babysitting all day one day, and I was like working, I was editing, I was just doing a lot. I was running errands, and you know how you just like tend to touch your face sometimes? You're just like sitting at the stoplight and you're just like, yeah, like I don't know. That's just me. Sometimes I touch my face too much, and at the end of the day, I went to go take my makeup off and I was like, I could go another 12 hours because like nothing was removed. I had no imprints, my makeup wasn't gone, and it was solely because of this product. All right, next up for foundation type products, these are the 3 I recommend. My top favorite being my NARS Natural Radiant. I go through this so much. I think this is my 3rd bottle. I love this foundation so much. It's everything that I've wanted in a foundation. It makes my makeup look so good. It lasts all day. I was at the fair last year doing a photo shoot, and I had to go change in the bathrooms, and let's just say I got a little sweaty to where I had like sweat like dripping down me. That's how hot it was, and I was changing into jeans. It was not the move, but I had this foundation on and it truly stayed on. It didn't settle, it didn't do anything, and it's perfect. I have 3 shades. This is my medium shade right now, which is Vanuatu, because I'm a little tan right now. So yeah, I highly recommend this foundation. It's $49. It's expensive, so get it when you have a percentage off. And I feel like this one's a lot more expensive, but I've recently fallen in love with this. I fell into the hype, and I'm so glad I did, because I genuinely love this foundation so much. This is actually the one that I have on right now on my skin, and I love it. So this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and actually the difference in these two, this one is a lot more natural in the skin. This one also has a very, very natural finish. By the way, I'm 5.75 in this color. By the way, my shade is 5.75. The consistency is totally different. This one is a little thicker, but it's not too thick. It's like a medium consistency, and this one is a lot more thin, but not too thin. It's like a medium thin, what am I saying? It's so beautiful. This one definitely has more coverage on one pump. This one has less coverage. It's more water-based in my opinion. So yeah, there's a huge difference in these foundations. They're both very expensive, so definitely get your hands on these if you can. They're both very, very natural of a finish, not matte, not dewy, not glowy, just very natural looking. I do tend to reach more for this one on the daily because it is a little bit more thin and it's a little bit easier to blend, but nonetheless to say, nonetheless to say, I don't have words today. Is it nevertheless? Anyways, I still use this one like crazy, but I recommend both. And then lastly, for my no makeup girls, this is my ride or die. I've been using it for like 4 or 5 years. It's Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. Right now I'm the shade Nude, but when I'm dark, I'm the shade Almond. Now this is like barely any coverage, but gives you that like confidence of having something on your skin. It's really good. It is expensive for a tinted moisturizer, so I highly recommend it. And sometimes, well actually most times, I do like kind of like a full face of makeup with it. I put this on, I do full on concealer, powder, everything, and it still looks like I have coverage, and I'm not sure why, how, what, but this is absolutely amazing. It lasts all day on my skin, and sometimes I do choose this over actual foundation because I like the finish better. I only have one concealer that I'm die hard for, and it's the Jouer, what even is this called? Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. I'm in the shade Macadamia. I don't even know really what's in this formula to make it so good, but let me just tell you, it is so soft on my under eyes. Like, just look how soft it looks. Does not crease on my under eyes, does not oxidize when I add powder on top of it, has never creased. that says a lot because I have a couple lines under there and it doesn't crease. It's super hydrating. It does have a little bit more coverage than like a normal concealer that I would say, but the cool thing about this concealer is you can really adjust what the coverage that you want, which you really can for any concealer, but I feel like for this concealer it's a lot easier to do. Normally, even on a full glam day, I'll do like a little bit in the, like a little bit more in the inner corner and then 1, 2, 3 dots on the outer, and that'll be my concealer routine. It also has a really big doe foot applicator, which is really handy to get up in there and just spreads really well. And my favorite thing about this concealer is the way it blends. It blends so quickly, especially with the beauty blender. You just like tap, 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 and you're done. All right, so next up for face powders, I personally only really die hard love one translucent powder. It's Laura Mercier. This is like my 5th one. Yeah. So it looks like this. It's just it's very hyped up, but it's hyped up for a good reason. I have dry skin, so it doesn't make me too matte, doesn't make me too oily. It's the perfect amount of translucent powder and the perfect density. I bake with it, and like I said, I do have dry skin. It doesn't make my under eyes look drier, and it also doesn't mattify me to the point where I'm like, I can't breathe, like my skin feels tight, that sort of thing. It's my favorite powder for those reasons. I have no flashback when I wear this powder, and it has never caked up on me, and it always makes me look flawless. Love it. And my favorite pressed powders, I've talked about these many times on my channel. They're expensive, so get them at the sale. It's the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powders. I have shade 1 and 2. I use shade 1 on my under eyes, and man, this one has been for its round. Yeah. Look at that. That's how much I've used it. Yeah, I love this powder. I use this to set my under eyes most days, and then I will use shade 2, which is decent. It still has a big dent in it, but it's decent looking. I use this on my face to set it when I don't want to, you know, messle. I almost said messle and hassle at the same time. When I don't want to have to deal with the hassle of, you know, translucent powders. Pressed powders are a lot quicker. So I don't have any other recommendations for bronzer other than what was in that Benefit palette that I talked about, other than like just regular Hoola. This is the limited edition jumbo size. This thing is huge. I've only used it like once, so you can still see the Hoola imprint. I mean, it's as big as my fist. My whole fist fits in it. That's how big this thing is, and this is just the best bronzer. It's not too matte, but it's not glowy by any means. It is matte, but it's not too matte, and it just looks so pretty on the skin, so warm, but it's just so flawless. I love this bronzer with all my heart. All right, so next up for blush, like single blushes, because I already talked about the blush palette that I highly recommend. This is the Kaja Beauty Cheeky Stamp. This is in the shade 04 Feisty. I've used this in an Instagram tutorial. So all you do is you pull the bottom down and you have your stamp, and then you twist the top and you have your little heart. It's so cute, you guys. This blush is amazing. I love cream products for an everyday basis, that everyday no makeup look, or even just for an everyday glam look when you still want that flawless, really nice skin. I love this so much, but I guess I would recommend this product over this one. This is the NARS Orgasm Illuminating Loose Powder. Oh my gosh, when I wear no makeup, I like to, well, not no makeup. When I have my no makeup look, which is like tinted moisturizer, a tad bit concealer, Charlotte Tilbury powder, and a little bit of cheek product. Basically, it is a blush, but it has a lot of shimmer in it, but not like glitter, just like a really nice shimmer sheen. I will take this, and this is all I will apply to my cheeks, which is crazy because I love bronzer, but I skip bronzer for this. I take it and I just swirl it on my cheeks. It gives me the blush and the highlight, and it just looks so natural, so pretty, and so healthy, and just beautiful. All right, next up for highlighter, I highly recommend this palette. I've talked about it a few times before. It's a dedicated highlighter palette. It's the Pat McGrath Sublime Skin Highlighter Trio. These highlighters are out of this world. They look like a balm, and they look just like so dewy in the monitor, but oh gosh, the pigment, oh my gosh, like say no more. Seriously, so pretty. Now these two look white, but they're really not. This one reflects yellow, and this one reflects pink, and this one is a really pretty deep bronze color. Like, oh, it's so pretty. That was a terrible swatch. I'm not swatching on my knuckles anymore. This highlight really gives you that out of this world glow. It's so pretty, and I highly recommend because it's expensive. And then a single highlighter that I recommend is Jouer. Now this is the powder highlighter in Skinny Dip. I recommend any of theirs. If they're this formula, then I recommend any of the colors, but this is my favorite color. This is what it looks like. It's like a peachy champagne iridescence. It's like the perfect color for my skin tone. Medium skin tone gals, you're gonna love this. If you're light skin tone, I don't think it's gonna work on you. It's gonna be a little too dark, but goodness, I just think this is so pretty. The formula is so nice. It's not chunky, it's very smooth, and it applies so well. It doesn't emphasize texture or pores. It's all around perfect. So right now there's only one setting spray that I'm die hard for. I love, and I stand behind 1010%. It's the Farsali 24 Karat Rose Gold Skin Mist. The mister is just, And the smell is even more citrusy and tangerine-y and just, oh, so good. It smells just like the 24 karat like elixir. I like to douse my beauty blender in this after I wet it. Like I spray this like 4 times, and the way it just makes my foundation look is so pretty and so just healthy. It gives you this just like healthy glow. It shears it out in a way to where it just looks all around perfect. I even love setting my face with this or using this as like a priming spray. This is definitely expensive, so get your hands on this. It smells so good, and it's like, it looks so high end. So I have 4 other eyeshadow palettes and the ones I just talked about, starting with the this one right here at the very top. This is the Huda Beauty Nude Nude palette. If you love mauve, purple tones, then you're gonna love this. I love this so much. I did a full dedicated review. I will try and link it down below if I'm able to. You guys, this is perfect. The mattes are so good. I think this is the best palette Huda has ever come out with. I don't really ever reach for her Desert Dust, but I still have it, and I don't have her 24, or what's it called, the Rose Gold palette. I don't have that. I didn't like it. But this one, on the other hand, is so amazing. It is so pretty. You have some really beautiful tones down here. It honestly all does remind you of just like nude skin tones, if that makes sense. Like especially these down here, they just look so like rich. Does that make sense? It's all around such a pretty palette, but you also have your pops of purples up here, some glitters to play around with. It's just like an endless palette of creation. I swear it's so good. So next up, I have my favorite Natasha Denona Camel palette. I use this on an everyday basis when I do eyeshadow. It's what I reach for, it's what I go for, and I love it for this reason. So I have my brow bone and my inner corner highlight right here. I have my crease shade, my a little bit darker crease shade, and then my dark outer V shade. And then I have this shimmer to put all over, or I can even put this shimmer all over to really open up the eye. But if I want a little bit of a darker look, I'll definitely go for this. It's just like everything in one. The only thing it doesn't have is like a cream shade to set my eyeshadow like primer with, but normally I don't ever really do eyeshadow primer, but it's perfect. I think this is like $48, so definitely get your hands on anything Natasha Denona that you've been wanting, or anything Pat McGrath for that matter. Another Natasha Denona palette I love is the gold palette. Oh my gosh, I love this thing so much. I think I love this shade for the reason of the unique pops of colors in it, especially like these 3 right here is my main reason for loving this palette, which I know is crazy, but I still love the neutrals, don't get me wrong. But like these 3 are just so pretty, such standout products, and I got this right when it came out. Because anything Natasha Denona I try and get my hands on if I'm able to, and I highly recommend this palette if you want a neutral gold palette but it has pops of colors and you want it to be Natasha Denona. This is my favorite out of all of her palettes. Well, this is my favorite out of all of her 15 pan palettes. Definitely this one. And then the Camel palette is my favorite 5 pan. And then the last palette I recommend is my favorite right now, and it has been for months. I just find that I can have so much creativity with this palette, and I get so many compliments on this palette when I do looks with it. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette. I feel like Dominique Cosmetics doesn't get as much shine as it should. The Lemonade palette was not good, but this one, oh, it's the best one. This palette is everything. Oh my gosh, every time I open it, my breath just gets taken away. These are my colors. I love purple. Lilac is my favorite color ever. So yeah, I love putting bittersweet in my crease. Well, actually, I'll normally go in with soft and sweet, bittersweet, and then I'll put blueberry muffin, and then I'll put honey dipped, or I'll put sugar cookie on my lid. Oh, it's so good. These masks are really good, and I think for Kristen Dominique to be a smaller brand, she really killed it with this eyeshadow formula, and you can tell the formulation took a lot of time. It's so good. All right, so I only have one lip product to recommend, and it's been my all-time favorite thing lately. It's the Artist Couture Diamond Glow. I think that's what they're called, Diamond Glow lip glosses, something like that. This is the shade Climax. I have one other shade, and I forgot the name of it, but oh my gosh, these are the best glosses ever. Now, they are a little bit thick, but if you don't mind thick glosses, you're gonna love this. They just leave the most beautiful shine to your lips. It looks like you just took crystals and you just like pop them on your lips. I mean, look how pretty, it's so pretty. They have a bunch of other shades, but obviously the Climax is my favorite one. Highly recommend. I only have 2 perfumes to talk about. First one is the Chanel Outandra. I love this one so much. I know it doesn't look like I've used it a ton, but I got this like only a few months ago, and I think I've used a crap ton of it. I don't even know how to describe this scent. All I'm gonna say is pick it up. And same goes for this one. This is the Gucci Gorgeous Gardenia. Oh my gosh. This is the one I'm wearing right now. It's the perfect spring and summer perfume. It's not too powdery and flowery. It's just perfect. Go pick this up. All right, and moving on to skincare, I have 4 products to talk about. 4 products I stand by 1000%. First up is my favorite eye cream. I've talked about this in countless videos. It's the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm. They actually sent me PR a few weeks ago. Well, it was actually like last week, and I freaked out. Now this has nothing left in it. That's a true test to show you guys that I have cleaned, like I've cleaned it. Like there's nothing in here. This is the most moisturizing eye cream, but also looks so good under makeup. Now, I tend to only use this at night because it's a little thick, but it gets your eyes just rejuvenated, going just perfect. Next up, this is the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Sleeping Mask. Love this so much. This is a very thick consistency, I would say. It's different than the watermelon one because the watermelon one really just gets the glow on your skin. This penetrates a lot deeper and it really just helps the moisture of your skin. So there is totally a difference in both of them. This one doesn't really give you that glow. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, I love the smell. I do recommend this if you have dry skin or if you have normal skin but you want extra hydration. Highly recommend. And these next 2 products are from my favorite skincare brand, which is Tatcha. Now this dewy skin cream, oh my gosh. So I can only use this at night because if I use it in the morning throughout the day, I'm just like dewy to the point where it looks oily and it looks like I have like an overproduction of oil in my skin. The smell is intoxicating. I've been using this for about a week and a half and I love it so much. This really is the dewy skin cream. I mean, your skin will just look so dewy, especially if you use it at night and you wake up, you're just like, oh my gosh, it looks like you have glass skin. It really helps your skin look hydrated, be hydrated, and just all around look a lot better. Really brightens your complexion, helps it not be dull without makeup. It's perfect. And then this last thing is the Tatcha Violet C Brightening Serum. I love this so much. I was using the Violet C mask for quite some time. And then they came out with this like last month or the month before that. And ever since then, I've been using it. This really helps with dark spots and pigmentation in your skin. Helps smooth your skin, helps lines. Like I know I'm 17, but I have a little bit of a smile line. And it's been helping just like not make it deeper. I feel like I can smile more. But I really, really love this. I love anything from Tatcha, especially because, you know, they give back after you buy a certain item. So, you know, it's like you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. But I highly recommend these 2 products from Tatcha and all of Tatcha's products, but highly recommend these 2. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. Those are all the products I recommend. I know this video was so long, but I have 2 other videos talking about like recommendation products. I will link them down below because you guys definitely need to check those out too. Still 100% stand by all those products I talked about in those 2 videos. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to go subscribe to Morgan, and I have her 2 links down below to her Instagram and her YouTube channel. And then once she posts our video, I will link that as well down below. She's amazing, and thank you so much, Morgan, for collaborating with me on this video. I had so much fun and I love you so much. But hopefully I will see you guys in my very next video. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell if you are brand new. Join the Goria gang. Like I said, I post every Tuesday and Friday, but I also have a ton of extra videos as well. And I'm hoping I will see you guys in my very next video. Bye guys.